Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. First of all, I would like to thank my supervisor, Miss Rati Inaya MPD and Miss Idalis Dawati SPDE, whom always guiding and helping me in completing this research paper. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Mutiara Permatasari with ID numbers 18220031. I'm from English Education Study Program 2018. In this occasion, allow me to present my research paper entitled Developing Descriptive Text Module Through Discovery Learning Assisted by Using Canva in Teaching Writing Skill for 7th grade student in junior high school. In this presentation, I have divided several sections. The first one is background of this research. The second one is objective of the research. The third one is method of the research. The fourth one is result of the research. And the last one is conclusion of the research. In this section, I will elaborate the general outlines of this research. Based on the need analysis at SMPN 3 Batu Jajar, the researcher found that the student had difficulty in understanding of the descriptive text material. Some factors caused it, namely, the first was the student drawback of the descriptive text comprehension because the textbook did not explain it in detail. The second was the media used by teacher in classroom was not interesting. Based on the observation, the researcher decided to develop a research entitled Developing Descriptive Text Module Through Discovery Learning Assisted by Using Canva in Teaching Writing Skill for 7th grade students in junior high school. Furthermore, there are several theories that relate to the research. According to Puspitasari 2019, module is teaching materials arranged in a language that students easily to understand according to their knowledge so that they can learn independently. According to Suprayanti 2016, cited in De Hong et al. 2020, discovery learning is a learner-centered learning model where the teacher acts as a facilitator who guides students in finding a principle or concept about the problem that occurs. According to Tanjung and Faiza 2019, Canva is a media can display text, video, animation, audio, image, graphics, and other according to the desired display. It can make students focus on paying attention to the lesson because it looks attractive. Based on the current issue previously, this research aims: the first one is to identify the process of developing descriptive text module through discovery learning assisted by using Canva in teaching writing skill for 7th grade students in junior high school. The second one is to investigate the feasibility of developing descriptive text module through discovery learning assisted by using Canva in teaching writing skill for 7th grade students in junior high school. The third one is to find out student and teacher responses toward developing descriptive text module through discovery learning assisted by using Canva in teaching writing skill for 7th grade student in junior high school. And the last one is to investigate the challenges of developing descriptive text module through discovery learning assisted by using Canva in teaching writing skill for 7th grade student in junior high school. To conduct this research, the researcher used research and development method. According to Sugiono 2015, cited in Rendana 2018, suggested that research and development or R&D method is research method used to produce specific products and assess the effect of this product. In this research, the researcher conducted 8 stages by developing model of Sugiono 2012. The first one is potential and problem. The second one is data collection. The third one is product design. The fourth one is design validation. The fifth one is preliminary field testing. The sixth one is product revision. The seventh one is main field testing. And the last one is product revision. This research to 99 participants. There were the participants in this research. The first one was one of English teacher in SMPN 3 Batu Jajar. The second was 98 students of junior high school that divided into two groups. The first group was 34 students involved at the preliminary field testing, and the second group, 64 students involved at main field testing. There were instruments used by researchers in this research. The first was field note, the second was validation sheet, and the third was questionnaire. After conducting the research, the researcher got several results. The first result was the process of developing descriptive text module through discovery learning assisted by Canva. To develop the product, the researcher conducted several stages. The first was potential and problem. The researcher conducted the need analysis of student and the textbook in English learning which did not explain in detail. The second was data collection. Data collection is very important to find information about the needs of student and teacher. The third was product design. At this stage, the researcher made an initial form of the product that can be tested in the field, and the researcher also developed an initial product design in accordance with the need analysis that the researcher found in 7th grade students in junior high school. The fourth was design validation. This validation is carried out so that the initial product to be developed is guaranteed to be feasible to be tested on students. The fifth was preliminary field testing. At this stage, the researcher conducted research in class HC with 34 students. The sixth was product revision. Product revision is the stage of product revision according to the result obtained in the preliminary field testing. The seventh was main field testing. At this stage, the researcher conducted research in grades 7A and 7B with 63 students. And the last was product revision. At this stage, the researcher made a final revision based on the data that had been obtained during the main field testing. The second result was the feasibility of developing descriptive text module through discovery learning assisted by Canva. This validation was carried out by 3 validators, included the first supervisor, the second supervisor, and the English teacher. Based on the calculation from the first supervisor, the percentage obtained 18%. The second supervisor, the percentage obtained 75%. The third supervisor, the percentage obtained 87%. Based on the calculation, the final result of the feasibility percentage was 81%. So, from the result of the feasibility percentages carried out by the 3 validators, the average percentage result were 81%, the feasible and excellent category. The third result was student and teacher responses toward developing descriptive text module through discovery learning assisted by Canva. The result of student responses in the preliminary field testing obtained were 80% with category of good, and the main field testing result obtained were 74% with category of good. In addition, results of the teachers' response in the preliminary field testing and main field testing obtained were 93% with category of very well, So, based on this result, it could be seen that there were an increase in the result obtained. So, the descriptive text module through Discovery Learning assisted by Canva included in the category of very well for use in learning. The last result was the challenges in developing descriptive text module through Discovery Learning assisted by Canva. There were several challenges in developing the product. The first was students felt confused not only to understand the meaning of the vocabulary contained in the descriptive text module, but also answer the question contained in the social function section. The second was students were difficult to answer the question contained in the generic structure section. From the result, the researcher concluded that there were 8 stages of developing the product carried by the researcher based on the Sugiono 2012, adapted by Borg and Gall 1983. The feasibility of the product based on the assessment of the 3 validators was the feasible and excellent category. The researchers suggest several things. The first is, it is recommended that students use the module because its language use is easy and its present and attractive display. The second is, the researchers suggest the teacher to use the module because it has the complete summarized material. And the last is, the researcher requests that the other researcher apply this study as reference to conduct another research at same variable as previous one. I think that's enough for me. Sorry if I have a mistake. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.